In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the zucchini bug. No, Zuchi bug. Zuki bug? Zuchi bug. We're going to be taking a look at this thing, see what it looks like underwater, and see how many different ways we can fish this thing. Whatever it is. Hi making folks, and welcome to the channel. My name is Vinny, and if you're here for the first time, this channel is all about hunting and fishing and just doing the outdoor thing. We got all kinds of videos, vlogs, how-tos, unboxings, reviews, so on and so forth. So if you're into that kind of thing, consider hitting that subscribe button if you find this video interesting at any point in time. But let's get right down into it. So I'm a little late on this video. This thing came out about 6 or 7 months ago. I purchased it right when they released it, but a little storm named Hurricane Ida ruined the whole thing because I like to get underwater footage when I'm testing out lures. Got a nice pool pond, had a nice pool pond set up down below, and Hurricane Ida decided to wipe that one out. But I just got the new one set back up, so that's why we're busting this thing out. I wish I knew exactly what this was called. Watched a few videos of people who actually put it out at the time this thing was released, and nobody knows, apparently, how to pronounce it. But one thing I did notice in all of those videos is they just showed you the bait, wiggled it around on the screen a little bit, and then took it fishing. They did catch fish on it, so obviously it does catch fish, but I want to know a little bit more. So we're going to take it down to the new pool pond. I would have liked to have taken it out fishing today, but we've got tropical storm winds today, as well as hurricane force gusts. And we're under a tornado warning, so couldn't bring it out fishing, and I definitely want to get this thing done before we lose our second pool pond to a tornado. But anyway, taking a closer look at this thing, I do not know exactly what this thing is supposed to represent, replicate, or look like, but it looks like a dragon, best I can say. You got these two fins, claws, tails, things at the back that do some spinning as it should go through the water. And you got this little tickle tail, they call it, right between the two appendages. They got these bat wings, dragon wings, ears, you know, I'm not really sure what's going on with it. Kind of looks like a lizard. So I'm sure this thing was meant to be fished as is, but I'm kind of thinking, you know, if you got one of these things, you're throwing it, it's not working. Instead of rebaiting your hook, maybe just cut off a few appendages and make it something else, and that might work. So I'm kind of curious to see how many different combinations we can get this thing to fish. So yeah, but without further ado, let's take it downstairs to the pool pond. Alright, so we just slapped that joker on the EWG hook and I threw it in there weightless. And that's what she looks like. Got some pretty good motion on it, drops super slow. Nice and easy like. Yeah, I can dig it. Thing's got some pretty good action, but if you notice when it's weightless, it sinks a little too slow for those tail fins to keep on wagging on its way down. I can just watch underwater footage all day. Kind of relaxing. And if that wasn't slow enough for you, here's a little shot in slow-mo, half speed. Oh yeah. Alright, and then slapped some weight on the nose of it, made it a weighted Texas rig. Still got a slow rate of fall, but now it's moving just fast enough to get those legs kicking, to get those little claws or appendages or whatever you want to call them. Getting some extra motion with it on the fall. Thing's got some pretty good action. Again, I'm not sure what this thing's supposed to look like, but I guess a fish will mistake it as something. Give it a little taste and see. Alright, now we're just going to go ahead and swim this thing through the water. The only problem is, you can see right here, those fins aren't kicking. Same thing right there. Every now and then, them things get kind of caught up on each other. But when they break loose and get to swimming, it looks pretty good in that motion. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and start cutting away at this thing. I'm going to take off these little legs, these little kickers. And we're going to throw it in here and see what it looks like as the old jerk bait, maybe with some wings on it. This is it without any weight on it. You see, every time you jerk it, it kind of wants to go flying upwards. So, you know, I don't know about that. Tail has a good motion to it, though. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what it looks like with some weight on it. There we go. That's a little bit better. That kind of creeps me out a little bit. Kind of reminds me of the little thing that hops out the eggs on Aliens. That tail certainly does whip back and forth though. Alright, let's go ahead and clip these wings off now and just throw it in there. Kind of like, I guess, a fluke or a kind of soft jerk bait. And it works pretty good as that. Now this is weightless. Looks pretty good. I guess you could also slap this on a drop shot too. Shake it around. That little tickle tail. Got some pretty good motion in it. Doesn't take much movement either to get that thing moving. Bounce that joker right across the bottom. Yep. Now we're going to go ahead and just cut the wings off a fresh one and give it more of a crawfish presentation. I'll put the weights on the front just like a Texas rig and just going to bounce it up and down like this. Make it look like a crawdad. And actually that little tickle tail in between the claws kind of looks like antennas, so yeah, it really does kind of look like a crawfish. You can see right here, just like earlier when we were swimming it, the claws kind of get tangled up on each other every now and then. And it ain't going to give no motion. But right there, just broke free and get back in business. Now let's take a look at it swimming. Kind of looks like a frog. Maybe one of them tadpoles that is just starting to grow its legs. Yeah, I'd bite it. And you know, if you don't want to be wasteful, you can take one of those appendages you tore off and slap it on a little soccer leg jig and roll it through like a little curly tail grub. Yeah, they gotta go. Well, there you have it. So there you go. You can do all kinds of things with this thing. You can rip off all kinds of appendages, fish it different ways. I don't know if I'd necessarily buy this thing specifically so that I could rip off appendages to use it for different things, but I mean, if you're fishing with this thing as it comes and not quite getting that bite you want, I think it'd be pretty cool to be able to just yank off a few things and toss it right back out there. I tried a few different ways, but you know, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, what you think about this thing. Plastic's pretty tough. It's not super soft, so there's that. Also has kind of this licorice smell. But if you enjoyed this video and like those underwater footage videos of fishing lures, make sure you're subscribed because we're going to do a lot more of those in the pool pond until the next hurricane takes it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss the next time we throw some fishing lures in the old pool pond. Catch you on the next one.